Hey guys, what's up? Danny, your host of Expediting Land YouTube channel. I'm back again and got some more questions, getting more feedback finally. Um, this is about a question. It sounds funny, what have you, but they're asking, why don't I get a new straight truck, a semi-straight truck? If I'm signing on, why haven't I got a new straight truck? Semi-straight truck. The semi-straight trucks are the bobtail stretched frames with a double axle, sometimes a third tandem that's airlifted for extra weight. Um, the comparison to the older trucks and the brand new ones, the bottom line is, in most cases, teams will get the new trucks. Talking 2 years, sometimes 3 years or newer. Brand new sometimes, right off the line. If you're an experienced expediter, you've been driving for an owner for a while, have a good relationship, and you've been there. And in most cases, the teams get the newer trucks, brand newer trucks, if the owners have those available. Now, solos, you're going to get the older equipment. Okay, I've been there. You get the older trucks. For example, FedEx Custom Critical, the teams get the newer trucks. You're a solo, you get the smaller M2 models. Just as an example, you get the older M2 models. The 5 years or 6 years, and some they're good running trucks if they have been maintained well. An example, all the PM's done, the oil changes, all the filters, air filter, oil filter, cab filter, and then, fuel filter has been changed. Whether you got a Cat, whether you got a Detroit diesel, whether, you got a Cummins, it doesn't matter what engine, long as it does matter in some cases. Big time truckers know it does matter what engine you got. Alright, it does, I know. But I'm just saying, guys, the newer trucks go to teams. If you're driving for an owner and you got a good relationship and your team is working out, you're going to get the newer trucks. In most cases, 3 years, 2 years, again, sometimes right off the assembly line at a Freightliner. I answer these questions. I'm finally getting to answer some questions. I'm finally getting some feedback, and I want to answer them to the best of my knowledge and all these things. This is regarding to why I don't get a brand new semi-straight truck. Why haven't I got one? Well, if you're solo, you're not going to unless you own or have the money to buy your own. You're going to get the older equipment that teams have had. Obviously, there are older equipment that are really good working order still, and there's some that are just pieces of bleep. They're just pieces of crap, and there's no hope. Okay, teams get the newer trucks. Solos get the older equipment. If you do get an older truck, don't get down. Don't neglect it. I mean, obviously, if you have a good relationship with the carrier and owner, and you're in an older truck, you still want to maintain it. You want to wash it. You want to get the PMs done, communicate with that owner, get the oil changes, get the annual as required by law every year. Everybody knows that, And you're fresh coming into expediting. And let's say you're driving a Class A, you're driving for those bigger companies, you had a lease purchase program, and you had a newer truck, brand new truck, and it didn't work out. I'm sorry for that. Some work out, some don't. But this is just answering questions. Why haven't I got a newer semi-straight truck? I'm getting older stuff. They go to teams. The newer trucks and the new trucks that are off the assembly lines and all of these things, unless you have the money and the luxury and you're fortunate to buy your own straight truck, they go to teams. Okay? Reason being, obviously, they run more miles, so the time, there's no limitations on those newer trucks, and obviously the owner has to make sure he's making enough money to pay the drivers, to pay the insurance, to pay their truck payment, and the yearly expenses with IFTA and tag renewals, and the fuel taxes and all these other things, along with the fuel and repairs cost, So you're going to get ran pretty good. if you're in a newer truck with a good owner and a good, the carrier has already established that relationship with that owner that has the new trucks, the new semi-straight trucks, they go to teams. That's just the way it goes. Solos, you'll get the older equipment. Again, if you do get back when I started, man, I got an M2. It was standard shift. All right. I just got out of a Class A coal mine truck, and I got this little M2 and started delivering automotive freight, and so it wasn't that great. But it ran good. It ran strong. It ran good. This is back in 2006, and so anyhow, I kept it up. I kept washing it, and I had a cat. Those little cats, and everybody has their different opinions. In my opinion, I prefer a Cummins or Detroit Diesel 60 series. Cummins or Detroit Diesel. That's just my. If I bought a truck, hopefully with the good Lord's help, and maybe it's going to come through. I don't know. But the older equipment goes to solos. The new semi-straight trucks go to teaming. That's just the way it goes. Because when you're teaming in a brand new truck, again, the owner has to be able to make enough money to pay for all the truck payment that they have, all the yearly expenses and the annual expenses and the renewal expenses and the fuels and the repairs. So they're going to run you. You can, teaming in newer trucks, you can look at $1,000 to $1,500 when Expedite freight is running normal. Each driver as a team. And as I mentioned before, COVID-19 has changed everything. Everything's closed for the last 2 months, okay? And so it's slowly opening back up. And don't get discouraged. Again, if you get a older semi-straight truck or a mid-size straight truck, the M2s. The semi-straight truck, what I'm talking about again, is the semi-bobtail with the stretched frame. It's got a double axle, possibly a lift gate, and the third axle is an air lift, lowers and raises, depending on how much more weight you need and support that you do need when hauling more weight. All I ever done in Expediting is automotive, coal mine equipment, all these other things, And over the years, I've had some airport loads and DOD loads. And I could tell you this, if you have a decent owner and he's doing everything that he can to keep up the older trucks, he's still maintaining it with the PMs, oil changes, all the filter change outs, fuel, the air and the oil filters, an older truck isn't all that bad. Don't get discouraged as a solo. The new trucks go to teams. That's just the way it goes. More expenses, more miles need to be ran, more dependability. Okay, especially if it's a reefer semi-straight truck and they're hauling pharmaceutical or very sensitive commodities like paintings for museums and things of that nature. You make really good money at that. You really do as teams. And this is your answer to your question. Why haven't I got a new straight truck as a solo? You're not going to get a new one as a solo. Unless, again, you're by your own. Alright, I hope that answers your question there from that email questions. And I'm going through them and answering as many as I can, making videos. If I haven't covered it previously, I'm going to answer these questions. And the COVID-19 again is turned, obviously, everybody knows this, is to turn everything upside down. And every carrier is going to slowly, it has a different pace, and how fast they're going to get back on track and how the freight flow is. Our company's struggling like everybody, and hang in there. And if you're new coming in at this time, especially when the economy is slowly backing up, especially when the economy is slowly opening back up, don't get discouraged. It's going to take a while for you to get on track, the carrier to get on track and everything to fall in place. The automobile industry later on in the year, I am assuming, will start making parts again. You know, who knows? A pharmaceutical, maybe hydroxychloroquine will come out and, you know, start hauling a bunch of that stuff. Who knows? The pharmaceutical area. I don't know. But that's to answer your question why solos don't get new trucks. In most cases. Alright guys, Danny Expediting Land signing off. See ya!